Alright guys, thank you for bearing with me. I hope you enjoyed the last video. It was talking about contouring your face, especially about how contouring for different face shapes occurs, and how I have a round face, and how I surfed the YouTube world to see if anybody could tell me a little bit how contouring a round face can be different for me than contouring other the regular contour face shapes. Because I felt like the way that people were contouring regular face shapes was just emphasizing my cheeks and stuff just too much. I found a woman on YouTube named Brianna Fox, and she has been really helpful with makeup tutorials and stuff like that. And she was doing a very long but very in-depth YouTube video on contouring your face. And she used cream products, and she's using um, uh, regular products. I can't think of the name. Powder products. That's, I guess, the word. You can say it right. For creating a whole face look. My video was getting massively long, so I decided to cut it into a second part, because the first part was me doing my foundation, and I did my cream highlighting, my cream contouring, so my dark contouring, and then some more cream highlighting on the bottom, like here too. So it's a little bit difficult to tell, but I did notice a slight difference. So we're gonna see how this goes. She talks about how she does also bronzing, and then some more contouring, with powder, like, just regular powder. So what I got is I got this one, which carries like about a bunch of different like kind of powder palettes. I have two different types of bronzer. I wanted one that was kind of a darker shade, especially if I was going to go for a darker look. A character that I'm doing has brown hair, and I have very light hair. So most of my makeup is veered towards the light side. So I needed something that was a little bit darker. Yeah, and my skin is pale. It's pale. So my real bronzer is literally this. It's hard to see because my ring light's messing with it, but this is my normal bronzer if I'm bronzing my face. So I was like, I think I need something else if I'm gonna have like a more collection, for other characters and stuff such like that, because I do like, doing characters. So with that said, we're gonna start off. We're gonna keep on going, and I'm gonna blast through this. She talks about also adding some blush as well, and this woman is amazing. I highly recommend looking her up if you want makeup suggestions, things like that, because she really goes into detail. She tells you what's going on, and you're probably going to hear me listening to her video because she's like step by step for like a lot of stuff. Okay, give me a minute where she's at.
Bronzing is more of like an overall color, almost
Okay.
like a wash.
Yes, we're on bronzing right now.
In the center, where contouring is where you create the shadows and make it chiseled and sculpted. I like to do the bronzer first because when you layer products like that, it just helps with dimension. It helps it to look really natural instead of just going straight into your contour powder like really harsh. This kind of gives that like middle tone shade.
She's got her
out a little bit easier. I'm gonna go in with the dark chocolate soleil from
so she's got like this one.
For this is the blush brush from Real Techniques. I'm just gonna go right over the cheek area, still in that shape that we did, but in just like a more broad area.
So she just does like a like I always see that, and I do that too sometimes, like when I'm doing bronzer and blush on myself. I do that like all like, and she did that for doing the bronzer, and she just does it over her cheek area like that. So I see myself doing that, but I'm gonna take off some because this is really dark, so I have no idea how it's gonna turn out. And I'm gonna look at my mirror, which is down here. So give me a second. Okay, so I don't want to be too crazy because I'm not crazy. And then she does some up top here. I really haven't played with up here too much. She did some contouring here and here, but I do think I'm gonna add some bronzer just to add a little bit of depth because I feel like everybody has depth. Like, I mean, you don't just walk in a room and be like, "Hey, half my head doesn't have any coverage of like extra on it." So I am gonna add some bronzer up here just because I think it needs something to add extra to it. Make it extra. All right. So, played with that like that.
Here, I have 4 different contour powders that I really love.
Oh yes, contour powders. She has 4 contour powders.
Contour powders, they're really great, really affordable, super pigmented. And then also the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is really,
don't
really
need to know about them. Not that I don't love you, but
coloring my hair. Keeping this here on the sides of
okay. Let me go back.
Feather that around. The great colors, and this one has the most colors out of all of them. And today I'm actually going to be mixing the bottom 3 shades from the Anastasia contour kit.
Okay.
I'm going to use my NARS Ita brush, and this is where kind of like making that angle is really helpful. So I'm going to go right over where we contoured, which is right in here. Feather that around and bring it down. Looks crazy, right? Just the jawline back here.
I'm a little confused.
Kind of actually work it into your hairline because you don't want there to be like a line.
I'm a little confused on what she's telling me to do here because she's saying to use pretty much the lightest color she has in her palette and put them right over the contour line. So right over the darkest portions. So she puts them right over here and then like right over here because we contoured our jaw. Now I think she does it right here. I'll have to double check. And then she even puts it up here because she contoured her right here. But she didn't put it here, she put it here. So I think it's almost a way of naturally highlighting both this side and this side and making it so that it really looks like highlighted, but I have to kind of go back and look at it again.
Looks crazy, right? Just wait. I'm gonna do the jawline here.
Okay.
You want to make sure you kind of actually work it into your hairline because you don't want there to be like a...
Okay. So considering I only have one really bright contour, I'm going to really just work with that. And she has a very flat brush. I don't really have a very flat brush the way she does, but I do have this like small kind of angled brush that I think will work pretty well. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be for eyeshadow, but who knows? All right. I feel like a brush is a brush no matter what it's for. Okay. Let's see what's going on. I'm almost like I can't remember where I put my contour. But we did do it like this because it was right above the ear and we went down here. Okay, so I think I did a little bit too high, but it was like right above the ear and down here. So I think that's like about right. Which I don't know, maybe not knowing means that I didn't put enough on. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a newbie. And she does this like right under here. She does it like under her jawline. I'm like, okay. Okay. I feel like I could use that like right there. Ow. Yeah, so because the contour was like here, I feel it was like almost as if you were like doing a skull shape. I feel like that's where it should be. And then maybe I'm gonna go crazy and add this. And this is just me being crazy. Like right underneath it. Just to kind of give that definition of where that contour line was. And then I'll be able to put that highlighter back on over it. Which is why I think she has you do, like, if you really want to get into it, like, two. Because then you can really be like, let me mess around with it. And you're going to do that. Like, no, I don't think I'm supposed to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, let's see what she says next. Let's
a line of
blah,
separation.
blah, blah. I don't need that.
When you have blonde hair, thankfully I'm gonna touch a little bit on the
Oh, I don't need that either. Hold on.
in the center. I'm gonna go ahead.
She's like, there's this one thing, and she's
I
like,
end up coloring my hair, keeping this here on the sides of the forehead, not bringing it in too far, and also connecting it down in here. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and kind of clean it up.
I think that what I do need to do is I want to make sure that this part of my head and this part of my face don't get like separated. So I think that I do need to maybe bring in my old blush. Not my old blush, my old bronzer. And like bring it down. Because I think that they're kind of like getting separated. And so then it's like, okay, I didn't know you had two, like you were like wearing a mask or something. So I think that that might be becoming a problem. And I don't want that. Okay.
I'm gonna do some baking. I'm actually not a huge fan of baking. I feel like
there's this thing that apparently is called baking, which I've never heard of, but okay. La-di-da, we're gonna skip that. If you ever want to look it up, I mean, I'm sure she has a whole video on it.
And I like using this 168 brush from MAC because it's angled. I don't like to go too high up.
Oh, here we go. I gotta go back a little bit. She's talking about blush now.
Harsh. A little too harsh of a line. I'm gonna go in with Peaches from MAC for my blush. And I like...
Okay. So now I'm considering a character that I'm doing for a Spirit Week thing that I'm doing at work. And it is Padme from Star Wars, but it's during the time when she's in the gladiatorial art arena and she's wearing her white costume and everything. So basically she's not wearing a lot of like powerful like pump, blush, everything like that. I'm trying to go for the more like just like general face look. So yes, I wanted it to be darker because her hair is brown. She says she's going in with like a peach blush. I don't want to go into with a coral peachish blush. I think I'm gonna go with like one shade lighter, just because I think that's gonna fit my character better, because she's not really wearing makeup. I mean, like, she's wearing makeup, but the thing is, like, she's not really worrying about her blush in a gladiatorial arena.
So. Using this 168 brush from MAC because it's angled. I don't like to go too high up onto the cheek because I feel like I don't want my cheeks to look really big. So I keep it really angled and I bring it up like this.
Okay, so she's saying because of the face shape, the circular face shape, she doesn't like the way she's I have to rewind that on how she did that.
Peaches from MAC for my blush.
Blah, blah, blah.
And I like using this 168 brush
Okay,
from MAC
okay.
because it's angled. I don't like to go too high up onto the cheek because
Okay, she says she doesn't look like going too high up under the cheek because of people like me and her who have these big cheeks. It just makes them rounder. That's a big problem.
I feel like I don't want my cheeks to look really big. So I keep it really angled and I bring it up.
She keeps it angled and she went this way? Yeah. I think she went like this. She just brings it up. Okay. Well, let's give that a go. Wait, is she I don't know. I was like, is she smiling while she's doing this or is she not smiling? Oh, I actually really like that. It's definitely not overpowering, but it's there. It's there.
This. And then I'm just going to grab my Heat Wave highlighter from Estee Lauder. I'm going to highlight right on the cheekbone, very angled.
And then I was planning on doing a highlighter too, and she beat me to the punch. She says she does it right on her cheekbone, which I don't usually do it on my cheekbone, but I will trust her instincts. Considering we have very similar face shapes. So I think I actually could have gone a little bit heavier on the contouring because the way that I see her face right now, it looks more defined. I didn't go as what did I just do to myself? Lovely. Lovely. I'm actually looking pretty decent until that. It looks much more defined. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna get rid of that. It looks more defined. And I'll show you a picture of her. But she looks like she has much more defined like curves, I guess, on her face than I do. But that's because I've never done this before. Let's see what else if she does anything else like particular.
That's all.
Okay. So this is her before and after photos. And you can obviously see that they're freaking epic. And you also can see that my ring light's in the way. Like, look how much she changes her face shape. And as I said, like, her face is much more defined than mine. It gets more defined in this area. So I feel like I could use more cream contour and make that here and make it a little bit more differentiated than this and be okay with doing that. But overall, for a first time, I think that I did a pretty decent job. I don't really know when it comes down to it how different it looks compared to my everyday face and everything. I want to try on this lipstick. Not lipstick, I don't know, lip stain. Just because I was like, oh, this is a nice color. Maybe it will go with stuff. It's like a super stay. Let's see. Sorry, what if I can't even open it? Oh, okay, that's not the side that I need. Me. Hashtag problems. That's wrong. I'm so confused. Help. Help, I've fallen. Oh, let's see. That's really raspberry. It like smells like raspberry. Okay, it looks much more red in on this screen. In person, it looks more like a raspberry color. On the screen, it looks like a fuchsia. um, we'll see. I don't think we're gonna go with this lipstick. Not for this outfit. I'll probably use it for something. I usually end up using everything for something, but I don't think I'm gonna be using it for this outfit. But yes, that's for contouring. I hope that these contour videos were helpful. They were helpful to me. It's definitely different. I think I did see a difference. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm so happy that my computer is working finally. And I am going to, since I have two different people that I plan on being for Halloween, not Halloween. That's far away. Not that I don't think about it every day. Anyway, since I have two different people that I'm gonna be for this Spirit Week that's coming up, that's what we call it, Spirit Week. I'm gonna try two different eyeshadow types, but I will make another video for that. I'll just try one on one eye and another on the other eye. You know what? That's great. It's a really good thing that I have two eyes. One's will be for the Padme video, for the Padme outfit, and the other one will be for my Scarlet Witch one. And I've already tried the Scarlet Witch one, so I kind of know what to expect. The Padme one, I'm pretty much just gonna do a like light brown, because again, like I said, she's in an arena where she's just kind of taking some hits. She's on the go, she's traveling, she's not really trying to impress anyone at that time. Besides her fucking hair. Like, dude, can you for once just not have this epic hairstyle? Like, I don't understand why your hair has to always be beautiful. Like, just put it in a bun, okay? Put it in a bun. A flat, plain bun. Why does it have to be in some loopy-doopy, crazy beautifulness when that's impossible for me to recreate? Like, I just made some crazy bun sort of thing that kind of turned out to be a little bit like what your hair looked like in that picture. Because believe me, and I had a million bobby pins in this thing, and I'm hoping that it's gonna stay up, because her hair, like, no matter what outfit you do, I don't understand. I don't understand. Why can't you just put it in a ponytail or a bun, something? Or a braid. A braid. That's all I'm asking. Be nice. Be happy. Okay. I will let you go, and I will do another video. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching.